just got 20, I'm running on empty. There's more where that came from, my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Stafford on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away. What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd down and 8. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Rodgers to Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 26.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have taken the early lead. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had to pick.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 7 yards, the pickup there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 38, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run this with Akers. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Here's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 21 yards there on third down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got them into the end zone.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run for Sony Michel. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Tie ball game. Still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
We have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And again, it's Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. Even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Rodgers now on first down. It's caught here by Adams. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. out. He's sacked. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed.
Rodgers on target there to Lazard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Kingsley Kiki there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Jacob Harris, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
On the give, this is Akers.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they will take a 7-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, but it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets it complete to Jackson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to be Packer football. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Four yards remain for second down.
Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On second down, it's Jones, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He was brought down by Troy Reeder.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Rodgers throwing here. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jackson now to return.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's caught by Jackson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Rodgers looking to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.